Hi guys, okay, today I want to talk to you about self-esteem and lack of it. And this was prompted by one of my lovely followers, Catherine, who posted on this YouTube channel, and she often posts on my Facebook page as well. So hi to you, Catherine. And Catherine has felt that she has constant streams of negative thought in her mind about herself, and it lowers her self-esteem. So before we start, let me give you a bit of a caveat here. I'm very confident, but I wasn't always confident. I didn't always have self-esteem. I had really low self-esteem growing up. I grew up on television, so all of my insecurities were heightened and put on a TV screen, and then other people could comment on it, and it made me really, really self-conscious. And it took me a long time and a lot of learning to get myself to a point of having high self-esteem. So what I know from that is that if you have low self-esteem right now, it will change. If you make the conscious decision to change it, you can change it. So first of all, it does start by making a decision that you're sick and tired of feeling rubbish about yourself. Make a decision today to say, I've had enough. Because when we call ourselves names in our minds, it is truly exhausting, isn't it? It is so exhausting. What a burden to carry around every day, that you've got to bully yourself, that you've got to call yourself names, and you've created this awful belief about yourself that isn't helping you at all. The next step is to notice when those negative thoughts spring up, because you'll find that in certain situations they are heightened, and in other situations maybe they're just a little bit more muted. So when it becomes really heightened and you can hear yourself telling yourself you're rubbish and ugly and useless and you'll fail at everything, and I want you to consider whether, first of all, whether you would say that to anybody else, and second of all, whether anybody else would say those things about you. So if you've got friends or family around you, how would they describe you? Would they use any of the words that you are using? I imagine the answer would be no, because those words aren't fact. They're just something that you have decided and you've repeated to yourself, possibly based on spurious evidence. So perhaps at some point you made a mistake, that you failed at something in that moment, in your idea of what failing was. You didn't do it right. So you took that on as, I am a failure, not I messed up on that one occasion. You took it on as a slight on your personality. Perhaps one person said you're ugly, and instead of thinking, no, I'm not, you took it on as, I am ugly. And you took it and you kept it. You held on to it as your belief, as a limiting belief. Now, the thing is with limiting beliefs is, if you want them, you can keep them. Yeah? Or you can decide that they're no longer serving you. I remember vividly growing up and walking past someone, and I had really bad skin when I was growing up. I had spots and teenage acne, and I was so mortified, embarrassed by it, so mortified. And I walked past a young lad, and he said, I can smell Clearasil. And Clearasil, I don't know if that's a brand everywhere, but it's a spot brand, like to help with your spots. And I wanted the ground to just open up and swallow me. I felt so ugly, so ugly. And I really held that belief for a long time. And when I decided to change my beliefs on that, the way I saw myself changed, and I felt lighter. I really did. When I stopped giving myself grief all the time, I just felt better. So it starts with the decision. It starts with noticing when you're doing it. And then I want you to try and think of even if it's slightly more positive, description of yourself. So if you have been calling yourself stupid, I want you to go, there are things that I can still learn. Okay? Instead of I'm stupid, there are things that I can still learn. That's okay. That's pretty generic. We can all still learn. But it's not calling yourself stupid. and taking that on as your personality, just saying, hey, do you know what? I'm a person that's ready to learn. That's a positive thing. If you're calling yourself ugly, perhaps you just go to, I'm okay. I'm okay. And that's all you can get to. And then you're going to keep moving up and you're going to keep working on that self-esteem all the time. And eventually you'll get to a place where you feel a lot better. But it starts with that conscious decision. It also helps to be around positive people. So if there are negative influences in your life, you're really going to need to not be around them, because it doesn't help your self-esteem if you've got a partner or a family member or a friend that constantly puts you down. And sometimes we surround ourselves with those people because we have the belief that's all we deserve, because we have that belief about ourselves too. We believe that we aren't worthy of having somebody talk to us like we're smart or beautiful or handsome, because we don't have those beliefs about ourselves. And what you'll find is when you change that belief about yourself, you no longer attract those people into your world, because you wouldn't put up with it, would you? So look at your circle. Look at where that influence is coming from, whether that's a positive circle. And even if you can't change that overnight, start to look for more positive people that make you feel good. Because when you feel good, it's a real spiral effect. It's a real momentum of feeling good. Feeling good generates more feelings of feeling good, and so on and so on. So I want you to try and do that today. And I would love it if Catherine, you particularly, keep checking in, Catherine, and let us know how you're getting on. Okay, I'd love to know your progress and how you're starting to feel that little bit better, because it takes a decision. Decide. Just say, I've had enough of it. Tell yourself off. Say, Catherine, I have had enough of calling myself names. I'm exhausted and I want to move on with my life and I want to be more positive. Start with that real decision. No procrastination about it. Just make that conscious decision today. I've had enough. I am a good person. I'm okay, you know? I'm okay. I'm doing my best. The world is confusing and tricky and throws challenges in my past, and I'm doing my damn best. So stop giving yourself grief, okay? Have a brilliant day, everybody, and I hope this has helped some of you. And some of you who follow me on social media, do send me stuff that you want me to talk about. And you'll know that I'm also launching my Bossing It Academy, which will be launching very soon. I'm excited. So keep in touch with me to know more about that, and I'll post the link to get on my waiting list for that as well below. Speak to you all soon. Bye.